Hi, it's Jodi. Today I'm going to show you how to make this quick and creative card that features the Hello Cupcake Celebration stamp set. So just really quickly, I want you to notice those sprinkles on the cupcake. I'm going to show you how to get the sprinkles to be raised up and glossy like that. So first of all, the stamp set, like I said, is called Hello Cupcake, and it's one of the options during our Celebration promotion. And Celebration is now through the end of March, and that's when you can choose any item out of this little Celebration brochure free with a $50 minimum order. And so the Hello Cupcake is right here toward the beginning. So you can see there's some other cute project ideas shared in the brochure here. So this is free with a $50 order, and that $50 can be anything you want, whatever you want, from the annual catalog, occasions catalog, clearance rack, paper pumpkin, whatever you would like it to be. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm starting with my card base, which is crumb cake. And I'll just line up the ends here and use my bone folder to get a nice crisp fold. And then I'm going to add a layer of Flirty Flamingo cardstock. And this piece is 5.5 inches by 2 inches. And so I will add that to the card. I'm gonna move it just over a little bit from the edge so it's not right along the edge. And then this is a piece of, I should have looked at the name of the designer paper, I don't remember it. It's part of the Valentine's suite of products that's in the occasions catalog. So all of the paper, it's really pretty on the back too. There's 6 different designs, front and back. You get 12 sheets. And that is in the occasions catalog, like I said. I wish I could remember the name of that, sorry. So this piece is 5.5 by 1 3/4, so just a little bit smaller to fit right here. Now, this is the piece that I'm going to do the stamping on. This is Whisper White, and this is 2 1/4 by 2.5 inches. And when I'm working on a table like I am right now, I like to take my piercing mat and just, actually, I don't think I need to for this one. If you go off of the paper, you'll want to slip it underneath your scrap paper, but everything I'm doing is going to stay right on this little piece, so I'll just leave it right there. So to start, I want to do the base of the cupcake, and this is with crumb cake ink. So I'm just going to tap my stamp onto there, and then I'm going to put it right toward the bottom of the Whisper White piece of cardstock. Okay, so there's the base. And then I'm going to grab my Flirty Flamingo, and there's this little piece in the stamp set that you might not have even noticed, this piece here. And they kind of give you a clue here how they've positioned it. This is like the cake of the cupcake, and then this is the frosting that goes over that. So what I'm going to do is ink up this little cake part, just that little bit that shows. I'm going to stamp off once on my scrap paper so that when I stamp it on here, it's going to be a lighter shade of Flirty Flamingo, okay? You can kind of see it's got some, up and down there, and that's what fits with that jagged edge of the cupcake base. Then I'm also going to take the same Flirty Flamingo, ink up the frosting stamp, and this one I'm just going to put on my scrap paper. So you can see they're very similar. They're both Flirty Flamingo. There's just a little bit of a difference because I stamped off before that. Okay, so the next part, I'm going to use lovely lipstick ink. And for this, I'm going to take the little sprinkles, ink those up, and then just fit them right here onto the frosting. And then I'm also going to take the Sprinkled with Love greeting, ink that up with lovely lipstick, and put that right down here toward the bottom of the card. Okay, so now I can get this closed. Let's see here. I also have some ribbon that is lovely lipstick that's part of that Valentine's suite in the occasions catalog. So I'm just going to cut a little piece of that. I like to put just a little bit of adhesive right on the ribbon in the middle. You could use a glue dot or something similar, but I just like to hold it in place like that when I fold it over. And then I'm going to kind of position this where I want it. And so I'll just put some adhesive here and set that down into it. And then I'll put some adhesive on the back of this piece and place that right over that ribbon. Okay? So the last part of this card is what I think really makes it set apart. So I take my fine tip glue pen and just unscrew the top part. And then this little tip is where the glue is going to come out. So I'm going to take and squirt some glue. I'm doing it very cautiously because I don't want it to blob out too much. So I'm just putting some glue on each of those little sprinkles. And then you'll need, now I'm not doing like a real thick layer, just kind of going over it one time so that there's definitely a glossy layer of glue there. And then once that dries, I will cut this frosting out and use some Stampin' Dimensionals to add it to the card. So let me pull this in so you can see. Again, it's just that raised glossy look from the fine tip glue. Once that's dry, really easy curves there to cut out with my scissors. And you'll notice when I did it, right here, I didn't like go way up in there and cut around. It just comes to here and then goes back out again. So it's a really easy cut. And then that's popped up, I think you can see, on Stampin' Dimensionals under there. So a really quick and creative card. You could certainly use it for a Valentine card, but you really could use it for a birthday as well. So I will put the name of that designer paper in the description of the video here so you can make sure you have that. But the designer paper and the ribbon are both from the Occasions catalog. The Hello Cupcake is from the Celebration brochure, and you can get it free during our Celebration promotion. Now I have to tell you, the absolute very best deal around during Celebration is our starter kit, and that's shown right here in the Celebration brochure if you have one on pages 4 and 5. By the way, if you don't have one and you don't have a demonstrator that you work with, feel free to contact me and I'm happy to send one out in the mail to you. So with our starter kit, you can see right here the options are to pay $99 and get $175 worth of product, or to pay $129, get $175 worth of product, and also get this awesome tote. So those are your two options. Shipping of the starter kit is always free, so it's $99 plus tax or $129 plus tax. It's a really awesome deal, and I would love to have you be part of my stamping community. If you have any questions about that, don't hesitate to ask. This is absolutely the best deal during Celebration. Thanks for watching.